I gave you my heart.
Yo, what's up, guys? Back at you with another one on today. This is Noble Sports Entertainment, your home for breaking sports news and sports talk. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure you subscribe to the DSA. Their links will be below in the description. This is the week 1 recap. So let's go ahead and get into this. Make sure you hit that bell icon to receive all uploads from Noble Sports Entertainment. Let's go ahead and get into this one. All right, guys, what a game for the ages, man. The Detroit Lions had an opportunity to win the game on today. They ended up tying the game with the Arizona Cardinals. 27-27 was the final score. Pretty much, man, the whole game, Matthew Stafford was having a pretty solid game, being able to find Danny Amendola early and also TJ Hockenson. Both receivers was over 100 yards. TJ Hockenson set a NFL record for tight ends. He had 6 catches, over 131 yards, and also a touchdown. TJ Hockenson played a phenomenal game. The guy just kept getting open, and I was thinking, guys, that the Lions should have kept feeding TJ Hockenson the ball because the Arizona Cardinals had no answer for TJ Hockenson all game long. Danny Amendola had a great game as well until he had that last catch that he didn't get out of bounds. And he should have got out of bounds, but he didn't. But pretty much, man, Matthew Stafford throwing for over 300 yards, 385 yards passing for Stafford, 28 of 45, no interceptions, which was really, really good. But they just did not get the win like they should have. But pretty much shut Kyler Murray down in the first half. The Lions pretty much tamed the Arizona rookie quarterback. And the second half, he just came out firing, man, and was able to get that air raid offense off the ground and was able to do some things special, getting a couple deep balls out there to Larry Fitzgerald and just making some timing throws, man. And Kyler Murray ended up with 320-something yards passing with 2 touchdown passes. So we pretty much shut him down in the first half. Second half, he came out firing and was able, and I think due to our defense just being tired, man, and lackluster and just wasn't giving the effort like they were in the first half. And that's how this game, they was able to come back from an 18-point lead and end up tying this game. The Lions had every opportunity to win a game, but they could not seal the deal. So next week when they have to get ready for the Chargers at home, hopefully they'll learn from this and they'll be able to play a game where they can be more effective and they can know how to close guys out. But it's going to be a tough game against the Chargers as well. But this Arizona game, man, I know a lot of fans are heated about this because we wanted to win. We talked about this on the DSA roundtable, what the Lions had to do to win the football game, and they just did not go out and execute the way they should have towards the end of the game. Early in the game, the Lions was hitting on all faces. They was able to run the ball a little bit with Kerryon and with C.J. Anderson. C.J. Anderson had 11 carries with 35 yards. Kerryon Johnson had 16 totes for 49 yards. So I think they probably should have went to Kerryon a couple more times in the game, utilizing Jesse James, the tight end, a little bit more. But I definitely think in a couple balls that we dropped, man, a couple misreads that Matthew had to T.J. Hockenson, and also a couple drops from Kenny Golladay. One of those drops in the end zone, man. So definitely, man, the Lions are going to have to learn how to close teams out. And that shows you, man, that any given Sunday, man, anything can happen. We pretty much thought that the Lions were going to go out and maul this team and pretty much have their way. And another thing, guys, that when we called that timeout, when J.D. McKissick caught the ball, he was going to be out for the touchdown. I don't know what made us decide to go for a timeout at that time. If we don't go for that timeout, man, we scored the touchdown and pretty much win this game and seal the deal. And we just could not seal the deal. Taylor Decker looked at a mess out there. 5 penalties, 5 flags on him. Penalties killed the Lions on today. And I think that's the reason why the Lions ended up tying this game 27-27. Taylor Decker looked it awful out there tonight. You know, we just got to call it for what it is. He did not play well. I want to give a shout out definitely to Rashawn Melvin. He was out there holding his own. The Cardinals did not throw Darius Slayway as much. They probably threw a couple times, and the times that they did, he was able to deflect the ball. But Rashawn Melvin and even Tracy Walker and Quandre Diggs had some some phenomenal plays in the game. Tracy Walker getting his first pick of the season was looking good, but gave a couple big catches to Larry Fitzgerald towards the end of the game. And that hurt us, man. At key moments, man, when we had an opportunity to win the game, the Lions just could not seal the deal. And I know that the Lions are regretting this one, even on their way back to Detroit, wishing that they can have this game back and wishing that they would be able to make the corrections that they needed to make to be able to go out there and get the W, man. So the Detroit Lions are going to have to focus on getting that offensive line better. I told you guys that was one of the things that I was so worried about. I was very, very worried about the Detroit Lions not being able to have a great offensive line. And if the offensive line is not good, guys, you hear me and you hear me clearly. If this offensive line is not good this season, then we're going to have another mediocre season. And you're going to have another season like a 6-10 type of record, because the offensive line has to gel, has to be better out there. Taylor Decker, no way he can be getting blown up like that. I saw a couple plays when Frank Regnow let the guy get past him too, and some of the plays that the other guys were letting guys get in and allowing Matthew Stafford to get sacked. But at the same time, everything is predicated in the trenches. We get better in the trenches on the defensive side of the ball and on the offensive side of the ball, and this team will be a lot better. So what I think that the Lions are going to have to do, guys, is pretty much clean up a lot of their act, clean up a lot of the stuff that they were missing out on, and definitely, man, do their homework as far as knowing what they got to do against the LA Chargers, because they will be coming to town next week. But, man, we're walking away with a tie, man, and I don't feel good as a Lion fan knowing that this game could have been won on today, but the Lions end up blowing it and not being able to get that W. All right, guys, make sure you subscribe to Noble Sports Entertainment, because we talk sports, period. I'm out of here. Peace.
I gave you my heart.